I only see my moving pictures.
Hey,
I didn't see yours, so maybe it was my problem. My problem here. Just maybe.
just okay. So we're back. Yeah, you were going to show something.
Yeah, the Circle album called Pharaoh Overlord, released on the same day as the Pharaoh Overlord album Circle, which is mainly the same band without the vocalist and keyboard player Mika Rato. Ooh. Yeah, now I see you. Now I don't see you.
It's weird. I don't know what's going on.
I'm just gonna keep showing records, okay?
Yeah, we're back.
This is
We're
the
back.
one after the Nameless, when a death metal band made an album under the name Circle, and Circle made an album under the name Falcon, and then between brackets X Circle. And then this is the album after that. It's called Circle, and between brackets X Falcon. And it's here it is. Don't know if you can read it. Circle X Falcon.
Yes, Leviathan.
It's also a painting made by Janne Westerlund. It's like a seal lying on a stair with, yeah. Go figure it out. And it's an acoustic folk album.
Yeah.
So
it's no, yeah, not weird that I lost them around that period because they're normally they're all over the place, but at that time they were all over the place. You know what I mean?
yeah, and they also have a lot of side projects. This is one worth mentioning. 6-Day
Yeah.
Run. It's
Is that
kind of an electronic album with more electronic sounding or so. It's
is that one of their soundtracks or is it considered just
yeah,
a
it's a soundtrack, but it's a soundtrack from a non-existing movie, I think.
no? Okay.
Don't know. For a short film.
Oh, yeah.
Paivan Yuoksu, 6-Day Run.
Because they made some
They're good ones. And you have the Census.
yeah.
It's been a while since I listened to this one, but I think it's a live rendition.
It's alive.
Remember, I saw them on this tour at the Worm in Rotterdam. Saw them at the Finnish Film Art Fest thing.
Okay.
And the band before them, or the guy before them, he was like making music with a screwdriver attached with a string to a noise box or so, and he had a very old, I think, iMac.
Mm-hmm.
You had like the milky white plastic iMacs with a green bordering.
Yeah.
PRT screens with the really big ones, and it was opened, and it was in there going. Wasn't very good, but Circle was very, very, very good, and they also already played songs of the album. What's it called? The green one, Terminal. Back then, they already played songs of that album, but people next was didn't know what to expect, and they were looking very weird in the beginning. Like, "Oh, what's this? What's this?" But in the end, they were like, whoa, yelling and dancing and moving, and so the energy went back and forth between band and crowd.
It's weird to imagine people coming for the screwdriver guy and then staying for Circle.
Yeah, but I think it's like an in crowd from the Worm. It's also a very left field or left
Yes,
oriented
the
weird
gallery
scent.
artists, because I have a 10-inch of them that Stephen O'Malley is on and Attila and stuff like that. So they did this compilation 10-inch. I'm not sure where it is. I'll try to get it. Yeah, I have it. They did the sample sessions. It is a yeah, what to call it. It is just samples of everyone that played there that year or in that period, but it's it has 55 tracks on a 10-inch, so you can imagine what this thing will sound like. But it's
and groaning at work.
yeah, it's crazy. It has Ian Brown, Warhol on Walkman, for example. Matthias Kreuzer, I don't know who that is, but yeah, it had the guys from Sun. So to complete the collection, I just picked it up 200 years ago. But yeah, that's from Worm, I guess. So it's kind of an art space.
Yeah, something like that.
Whatever.
I only once went to the Circle show was in the new venue. I once was in the old venue of the Worm, which was like you had to go, yeah, just a pile of bricks, and there was you had to go upstairs, and then there was a door in a brick wall, and you came in a long, small room.
Mm-hmm.
That was the venue. It was very weird. And what made it even weirder was we were going to see once again Harvey Milk and Oxbow.
Oh yeah.
So the guy from Oxbow, the vocalist, he was like with the straps on his ear just to keep his earplugs, and he was in his the end of the show he was in his underpants because he's known for performing naked.
Or being sexy.
And he's also known for if you taunt him, he comes to get you, and he's a professional cage fighter or something like that. It's
Something MMA.
fighting, and he really knocks you down. So we were like ooh, kind of in the back, like ooh, dangerous.
Yeah, they have that reputation. What's his name? David Eugene
Edwards, or is that the guy from? Isn't that the guy from 16 Horsepower? But it's Eugene Robinson.
Robinson, that's right. That's right. I once read a book from him called A Long Slow Screw or something like that. He's one of those guys.
I just want to show one more record.
All right.
It has a beautiful cover.
Dolphins, yeah.
It's from Avico. That's a side project with the guy, with the drummer Tommy Lepanen.
Yeah.
But this one is pretty nice. It's kind of like watery ambient. Don't know what to call it. But the cover art.
Yeah, from seals to dolphins.
But this is really nice just to put on, and I can't remember how it goes, but I know I put it on for like 5 times in a row one afternoon because it gets you in a certain mood, and it feels like warm and cozy, and you don't want to put on anything else.
Like a blanket.
Yeah, it's like a watery blanket.
The one thing I pulled out today to listen to again because I just went into Discogs and looked in my collection to see what I had. This was not in there, but it popped into my head as a Split Cranium. It's the collaboration they did with
With Aaron Turner, no?
Yeah, Aaron Turner is on here, and the bass player from Converge and Old Man Gloom.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
It doesn't say on here, so I'm not sure he plays on this record, Nate. But yeah, he is in the band. This is more of a, can you call it a hardcore record? I'm not sure because it's
it's been a long time since I listened to it, but does it have D beat? Not really.
No.
It's very energetic and powerful.
Most powerful out of the bunch I have with them. It is Aaron Turner, his wife, Faith Colloquia, I think, from Mammifer. Oh, and
Yeah,
then,
they also have a collaboration with Mammifer.
yeah. I pulled that one out too, just to get it complete, which is a very nice record actually. This came out on Siege. I love the picture of the two of them sitting there.
That's Aaron Turner on the right.
Yeah, Aaron Turner and then the singer.
It's Mika Rato on the left.
But look at their faces. They're so
face. That is a face he makes the guy on the left when he's talking Finnish to the audience. When he's conversating on his own with the audience.
Yeah. Is it always Finnish? Because they I wrote down that they have this kind of gibberish lyrics going through.
Isn't it called Meronia?
Yeah,
Kind of a fictional language.
The language isn't called Meronia. It's from a place called Meronia.
Oh.
That is their fantasy world, if you will. They looked at it as beat poets trying to accumulate Miles Davis's tones and stuff like that. So there was a whole explanation, Circle style.
It's funny because you mentioned it, because the first albums of Circle are very also very repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
Some weird time signatures here and there, and they have very eerie keyboards.
Yeah,
and then they sing in that made up language, but a lot of the times just like the very bit of eerie choir vocals and singing together. And I had a customer who bought the Schlager record from me.
Yeah.
And the second track, which starts also with the choir singing. A choir is not the clean singing, soft singing. And he mailed me like, oh, the second track reminds me of early Circle.
Oh, okay. I have to listen to that again to pick that up.
It's just the harmonic vocals that remind of second track of Schlager, Nachtwaler, which remind of the first track of Bergtatt.
Okay.
It's all kind of the same thing. And he also said the Catapult album reminded him of the new Esoctrillium on Voidhanger. It's really dense. The previous one was really dense and difficult. Death metal, maybe black metal. The new one is a bit more accessible. Something I'm going to dig into somewhere in the future.
Is that one of the Prava collective records?
No. It's one with the green.
Oh, Voidhanger. No, I have Void Sphere. I'm mixing up.
No. But it's really cool artwork. You should look it up. I don't have the record here anymore. They're all sold out.
Yeah, it seems they are still active because they have this Himio, which is Finnish for smiley. It's a tape that has 2 instrumental sides, it seems, that are just outtakes from the first sessions for the new album, which is, they said, a song-based album. So
yeah, and they're recording with a guy from the UK,
Richard Dawson.
Yeah, don't know him. I think.
No,
Is it
I looked it up.
Famous or?
I looked it up because I wanted to know which direction it could have be heading, and it says Richard Dawson's an English folk musician, so I don't think we'll have a metal record from Circle in 2021. But hey,
but they're making a song-based album. But these are just outtakes in the studio, just improvisations. I think the tape.
Just of the first steps going into a new record. They decided to put on tape as a teaser, I guess. It's called Smiley, so
yeah,
who knows what to expect. The last thing I want to mention, and that will seamlessly transfer into the next thing we want to talk about. Actro, the label that is Circle, now has a huge sale. So if you want to get into the band and if you want to score some vinyl, they have ridiculous prices for some of their records. What label has a sale. The other label has a sale.
Oh, let me think.
Let me think. I saw
Yeah,
you.
I'm having a sale as well to gather funds for my new releases
Yes.
and just to make space. There's stock lying around for a long time, and it has to go.
It's a good way to get rid of stuff and to accumulate some funding. We're going to do the same with hypertension in maybe 2 weeks or so. I think
Okay.
maybe maybe next week or something around. So yeah,
Is it still alive, hypertension?
it's in I came to the label after the second hiatus when all those guys had kids and were not feeling it anymore. I think we're in the second hiatus now because we're again having kids and not feeling it anymore. It's kind of hard for us because I'm not saying it's hard for us because it's Corona, but nobody's playing. And we are in such a niche kind of we decided to jump into a niche with Coke and Piss and with Raw Peace and with I think that vein is kind of bled dry, so it's kind of a combination with not finding new bands, nobody's playing, nothing new is happening, so something like that. So we're not calling it an end, but let's call it an hiatus, an indefinite hiatus again.
Yeah.
But yeah, active.
Yeah. Is there still a lot of stock? Because we're going to do a sale.
Yeah, we're going to do a sale, but more. Yeah. You have to get
more hypertension releases or also distro items.
No, distro is we chose very meticulously our distro, so that's manageable because we did a lot of fairs and a lot of this. Also, the distro is not huge, not by any. I think 3 bins maybe, 3 kurvenbakken as we say.
Yeah.
I think the sale will focus mainly on hypertension titles that are, that we have a lot of. Let's say that.
Yeah.
All right. But you're doing a 20% sale on 90%.
Yeah, I have 20% on older stock, but it turns out to be almost 90% of my stock is on sale now. I haven't advertised it on social media yet.
Okay.
But the first 15 orders or so already came in.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
So it's going. People are telling each other. I did send a mailing to my newsletter subscribers.
I saw the mail come in from the gig you were doing at Versmissen and Alkerdeel. And it had in the middle, we're postponing because of the C word.
Yeah.
Oh, C word, okay. It's not cunt anymore. It's kind of it's a bummer that it won't happen.
Yeah, that's a nice bridge to the albums I listened to this week.
Oh, perfect.
Because finally I was last Friday I was going on a bike ride to the center of Antwerp to drop some records, and I put on the new Alkerdeel album, and it finally clicked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
It's a great record.
Yeah, we talked about it in the trailer of this thing. I think it's going to, if you know Alkerdeel, I think it's going to blow your mind. I'm not sure. It's not
different.
It's different. It's very different.
Different, especially the second track. The first track isn't different because that reminds me of the track of Marinda. What's it called?
I don't know.
Yeah, of the slow track of Marinda. It reminds me of that one. But then there's a fast part in the song, and then the second song is just like, yeah, super hard.
Yeah, super hard. I talked to Peter, and when the record comes out, he wants to jump on to do a trio with us, if you will. Or do I do
Okay.
it later? Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about that record. I stopped listening to it because I don't want to break it before it comes out. But
Yeah.
yeah, pretty excited about that one. Pretty excited about a live show. Seeing those tracks live.
Yeah. I already saw one of those tracks live because they did play some tracks of them already.
Yeah.
But one was in Rijssel, Lille, and in France.
Yeah.
The show with Turia. It was on the tour of Turia for Degen van Licht.
Oh, okay.
It was really DIY venue, and the sound was very muddy and not clear and crisp. And it was the fast song, so it was
Okay.
just all I remember is Nick, the drummer, being all the time like.
Just trying to keep up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
he's a keyboard player. They always say that themselves. We don't have a drummer. He's a keyboard player.
I used to do that kind of stuff. No, when we had an exhibition in Amsterdam with two friends of mine, and we had Wegedold play at the opening. And when they finished, Wim just fell off the stage like boom on his back and just lay there for 15 minutes, just worn out. And they played. I don't know. I don't think they played half an hour, but it's insane the intensity that
Yeah.
you just to play that shit. But yeah, now we're into the what we listened to part of
Yes.
the show, I guess. So you listen to Alkerdeel. That's the first thing. I before I start, I looking back to the last time we did the Ulver special.
Yeah.
I was looking into their video material they have on YouTube, and it seems that the sets they played at Roadburn is also on YouTube. Not the Roadburn version. I found the 2018 in May at the Bergen Griekhalle. They played the same, I guess the same set, and it's like you
Yeah.
said,
I saw them again in Brussels in the Botanique,
yeah,
and it was almost the same set.
it's
It was all tracks from Assassination of Julius Caesar, and then they played one or two tracks from the Addendum records.
yeah, it's one track in the middle that I didn't recognize, so I think they played some stuff that is not from that record.
Yeah,
But yeah,
there's an album with four tracks or so after that one from the same sessions left over.
it's probably one of those tracks. Then.
Yeah.
To see it at Griekhalle, yeah, cool venue and cool show they played there.
Never been in the Greek column, so
Never been there or what?
never been inside of the building.
No, I haven't even been to Norway. That's the only Scandinavian country I haven't been to. The rest I have. But yeah, check it out if you are if you like the last episode and if you like that album. That is a great, representation of that album live. His vocals sometimes kind of shoot, but it's kind of cool to just
Yeah, I don't know if he's really a singer.
yeah yeah. They were a black metal band,
Yeah, indeed. I played
Yeah.
the trilogy this week. And the
Okay.
first Bergstad and what's the second one called? The folk album. Yeah, that one. And then the third one,
Third one.
the Nathan's Madrigal,
Yes.
which hit me as if you like raw black metal of today, you should listen to Nathan's Madrigal.
Yeah.
I knew the album, but I never put a link with the raw black metal
Oh,
from nowadays.
okay. I think one of the comments on the last video was, as far as Oliver goes, just listen to 1 and 3 and then you're good.
Yeah, yeah. It was during the show at Roadburn. Between two songs, someone called "Play black metal."
Yeah. That's something you get at Roadburn.
I'll listen to the new one. I listened to the new Ulver twice or three times, and it's in the same vein as Assassination, but it's a bit more stripped down or so, especially in the drums. The drums have a bit of
more minimalistic.
Yeah, they have a bit of a industrial feel sometimes, like you have the old school hip hop, like old Ice-T albums, where the very minimal beats,
that boom bap,
bit but really minimal but impact, or like from 242 or so.
Oh yeah, like militant industrial.
Yeah, just very in your face, but not as rich as on the Assassination.
Like I said, I listened to that Vampire at the Door track by accident, so I have to. I'm in that mind state now, so I have to listen to that record, I guess. The thing I've been spinning is one that came in on analog. This is the Keres demo collection. I have to look at my paper. It's Lies from the Gutter, Hearse to the Church, and Sumkuski Sylvie Teen, I guess. So 3 demos put together on a record. I didn't know it was coming out. It came out on what's the label called? Vermis or something like that. Verminis Festifera.
Okay.
I have never heard of this label. I didn't know this was coming out, but then some distros were presenting it. I bought this at Singelrex. The music is very good. It's old Keres, but the way this is pressed is terrible. This is maybe the production of this, and I mean the vinyl itself is maybe the worst record I have. It's insane. And I talked to, do you know David Agrantes on yeah, he said it too, and when he said it, it clicked extra. When I put the needle on it, it just dances from one side to the other. And
means the record wasn't centered when cut.
Yeah, it's warped in the grooves. So you have this the record, and the music is very good, but
it means the record wasn't in the center. So when it spins, it spins like an ellipsis.
Yeah, and you can see it when it. At first, I thought there was something wrong with the turntable, but it's a very good turntable, so there's nothing wrong with it. But it's one of those. Yeah, it looks like a good pressing, but it's horrible.
Yeah.
Show on it, but yeah. So yeah, that's the one I've been spinning now. The tracks and the music is excellent. It's nothing like the new Keres. It's actually old good Keres from Finland.
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with them, so
I know some of their records because they are unobtainable. They are so expensive. Just on the secondhand market, it's impossible to get most of them. I have 1 or 2 of their mid-career albums, but they're just too expensive.
I think I have the Keres Askeragen split.
Yeah, that's from that. Is that a 7-inch?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's from last year or something like that. That was on the heels of their last album, which I put it on, and I don't know, it never worked for me. Yeah.
I even have it for sale with a 20% discount.
There you go, folks.
and the split with Cosmic Church as well. That one didn't click for me.
No.
Both sides. Neither side.
No. After the last full length by Cosmic, after they had their full length, it seems like it was dried up for both of the bands. I don't know. Time and place, I guess. Do you have another?
Yeah, I listened to the Anna von Hauswolf record as well. Dead Magic. which is the red one with the face on it.
Yeah, okay.
That's a great record. I discovered it. I once saw her opening for Swans in Eindhoven, and it was okay, but it didn't pay much attention. It was only her, I think, behind a set of keys and organs. What's it? But then when they played Roadburn, I think in the curation of Tompa from At the Gates.
Yes.
The main stage, I only saw the last 20-25 minutes, and we were the same place as with Ulver at the second level, all the way in the back, and it was pure magic.
It was that good, yeah.
Yeah, it was pure magic. And my brother-in-law, Davy, you know him?
Mm-hmm. With girls?
He says it's one of the 5, maybe even 3 best shows I ever saw.
Wow, that's high praise.
Yeah. So
I know.
Put it on now, and it's really a great record.
Okay. I'll put that on.
Everybody's talking about Lingua Ignota, but for me, this is way beyond Lingua Ignota.
Okay. Because I saw that show at Roadburn, and I was blown away at that point. The Lingua Ignota.
The one in the green room or in the skate?
Both.
It didn't do it for me.
No.
I saw her, and it's like, she's singing about sexual abuse and what's it. But then I see she goes on tour and she does that 10 days in a row. Yeah, then the intensity is gone for me, I think. And also at Roadburn, it was like, yeah, it just didn't do it for me.
Okay.
I listened to it once, just on my own, lying down to the album with lyrics. That was the best experience I had with Lingua Ignota.
Okay.
After that, it was like, okay, this is it.
Now I bought the records. I put them on. I listened to them. I think they are, especially the second one. I really love, but I can't say they have repeating value. It's not something I put on again and again and again.
No.
That Roadburn, it was. I don't allow much emotion to come into my life, I guess. But at that point, it was talking about Michiel in the first part. That was the Roadburn that it was the lost. It was, I guess. So my emotions were open, let's say. So
Yeah,
it came in hard. Yeah, and also I jotted it down, so I'll finally go into it.
yeah. Anna van Household with the Dead Magic album.
I see the cover. It's red and black. I see the cover
Yeah.
in front of me. I have something fun for once. I have the Eternal Champion with Ravening Iron.
The new one?
Yeah, the new one.
Is it released already?
It's in pre-orders, but it's out on digital platforms, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah, because the vinyl has been delayed for 6 or 8 weeks.
Yeah, but every vinyl has been delayed for 6 or 8 weeks. I'm still waiting on a ton of records to come in just because,
I just yesterday ordered the release for Babylon Doom Cult that will be released on 5 March. So I hope it's in time.
Yeah, maybe if they catch up.
I once ordered the release, and the production time was 13 weeks and the delay was 14 weeks. So that's 27 weeks. Yeah, 27 weeks. That's half a year.
That's half a year. Yeah, it's insane. Eternal Champion. Yeah, the first record, I think it's this 10 right now that I have because I played it so much. It's ex Iron Age members. If you are into hardcore, I don't know. If you're watching this and you're into hardcore, I don't think a lot of people are, but maybe there are. Iron Age is one of my top bands in that genre, and then Eternal Champion. The first time I heard it, I was expecting too much Iron Age, I think, but yeah, after listening to it 10 times, it clicked and it's embedded in my brain, that record. So the new records, I have to listen to it probably 20 more times, but the one track that is, I think it's a third track.
It's heavy metal, no?
Yeah, it is
Kind
that
of the US style heavy metal, or
new wave of heavy metal. It is with a lot of bravura and a lot of pathos and ethos, and it's about swords and dragons, whatever. But if you look past the Magic the Gathering stuff they're doing, yeah, it's just a fun, great record. The Skull Seeker is the third track. That's the one that clicked first, and yeah, they're kind of living the life because the singer, he's also a blacksmith, so he forges swords. I don't know if I need to say more.
no, you don't. Isn't one of the guys linked to Summerland?
I don't know. Probably, yeah, probably.
That's one of the few heavy metal albums of the last 5 years I really like.
What's it called?
Summerland.
Summerland. Everyone is writing shit down right now. Yeah, it's
Summerland. It's not on Metal Archive, so I must be mistaken.
I'm curious now.
Yeah, I'm looking. Summerlands with an S. And Summerlands has in its ranks Brett Raup from Eternal Champion.
Oh, there you go.
Also a guy from Innumerable Forms. That's kind of, isn't that super slow death doom metal?
Numeral Forms is it's death metal. They have doom parts, but I wouldn't call it slow. It is it's with folks from Iron Lung and Power Trip, and I'm hunting the tape down, but it's an expensive tape right now.
And he also plays in Magic Circle. And then John Powers, also of Eternal Champion. Arthur Risk, also of Eternal Champion. So
yeah, someone else. Okay.
Yeah, three members, the same band.
Do list. I saw Power Trip was nominated for a Grammy. I hope they win.
Yeah, I never really listened to them.
Power Trip, no.
No.
It's yeah, it's fun. It's a shame. It's a shame Riley died this year, but I was hoping for one or two more records by them because they're full lengths. Everything they done actually is just it's trash, death metal, hardcore, all mixed into one, and then just blasted out. Great.
I always put it in the same corner as Oozing Wound. Don't know if that's correct.
It's not correct. But Oozing Wound had two good records, and then the last one they did kind of I don't know, kind of fizzled out for me. With Power Trip didn't fizzle out. They just it ended with a bang, I guess. I think check it out. I'm not sure it's 100% up your sleeve, but it couldn't hurt to keep them in your rotation, I guess. Where is my paper? The last thing I have is I'm not sure how to pronounce it. One, it's Finnish, and it's Finnish. The Ymir or Ymir.
I saw that a few times. Haven't listened to it.
Yeah, on Werewolf Records. I don't know if you can speak about a werewolf sound by now, but it fits the werewolf aesthetic and sounds. It is a band that has been around since the late 90s. They have 2 demos out, I think, and now they have their first full length. Yeah, it's just a record that clicks with me. From the cover picture to just the sound and the overall aesthetic, it just works for me. It has that keyboard driven, but the keyboards are not the main part. It's just it pushes the guitar forward, and the guitar work is excellent in my opinion. The vocals are cool. It has dual vocals, so it has that low and that high, mixing it up. So yeah, very cool record.
We'll check.
We'll check. I think that was my list. The Saint Marie de Loup is also something that was on my radar, but I haven't listened to it to give.
Neither have I.
It is a. I listened to the previous tape. I have the previous tape. I got it from David. But this one has it more. It is a very dry sound. Yeah, very.
I saw the main guy from Gold.
Yeah.
Posted on Facebook Black Metal Album of the Year, and Walter from Roadburn was, this is no bullshit. But then a friend of mine said, yeah, I like the previous one a lot more. Don't have to order this one for me.
No,
I haven't listened to it myself. I heard one track on the Pankraker.
Yeah.
But it kind of passed me by. I was doing something else.
If you say Black Metal Record of the Year, knowing that it's out for like, what, 2 days? No way. Definitely no way. But there is something there, and I emphasize on the dry sounds. It is, the production is, it's almost like when you break a stick, that sound is like, I don't know, that's the only way I can describe it. It's so.
I will listen to it once they come in. I saw Marius post that the vinyl has been delayed for a couple of days. As soon as he has it, it will come my way, and I will put it on, and I'll hear for myself.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear the vinyl release. The cover is weird because I looked at the cover and I was expecting